Hello, this is continuation of my walk through New Plymouth, Idaho. Sometimes my walks take a little bit longer than 15 minutes, so I've so far tried to do follow-ups to part twos, but usually those get corrupted or cut off, or the point is made. One of the things I wanted to talk about one of these days, there's so many things to talk about, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about something. I wouldn't normally do this. It's not really personal. This actually goes into some of the online. We don't need more social media, right, as we're going on walks, but I'm gonna talk about social media and the impact it has. A couple years ago, I was at a conference and I met Bruce Gore, who's an elder at a PCUSA church, actually, more conservative one, and he's a post-millennial Presbyterian up in Spokane, Washington. He came down for our biblical worldview conference that my partner in the gospel, David Barrett, runs here and has run for 30 or 40 years. And this Bruce Gore guy, I said, have you heard of this young man in the PCUSA called Redeemed Zoomer? And he'd had some interaction with him, and he was new on the scene. He'd contacted me, this young man contacted me on Facebook or X or whatever it was, and he was interested in apologetics, but he says he was too ignorant about it. He was just still graduating college, and I don't know where he went to college. I got the impression he was back east somewhere, and clearly an intelligent man, but young man, but I could tell that he was really searching for truth, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Do not discourage young men from seeking truth. And guess what? The young men are going to have some time of trying to figure stuff out. They're going to have times of being a little radical. You know what? Young men are a little bit that way. They're immature, and they're growing and learning and figuring stuff out. They need a lot of patience. They need a mature hand to be able to be patient. And I hope that's you. If you're watching this, you're an older man. I hope you are that patient, steady hand that can be helpful. And I don't know that I'm always as patient as I need to be with young men, but I know that impatience isn't going to do them any good, and it's not going to do your testimony any good either. So I tried to help him out a bit. He thought I was in the RPCNA. I think he was attracted to some of the things I was saying because I was confessional, old school, Presbyterian, and he liked that. But he hadn't really read much, didn't really know much. Later he started reading more. I could tell that he was able to acquire a lot of knowledge quickly. But he came up with this idea of Reconquista, which is actually out of Spanish. Certainly in California, when I grew up, this term Reconquista meant that the Spanish Mexican heritage of California was such that we should it's a neighborhood barber, that we should expect that the folks that we conquered or bought California from were going to reclaim. This is the downtown area, this little town. Had a fire right here at the saloon, I guess. There's all these big mess right here. There's a big fire. I guess it was a nightclub or a bar or something. Total loss. Anyways, so Reconquista is this idea that the Mexican Spanish influence that originated in California, the mission system throughout California, and then later the the transition of California into a republic, moving into the union, that now the Mexican migrants are going to take California over again. So that's what I grew up hearing, Reconquista. So this young guy, Redeemed Zoomer, decided, oh, let's take over the old churches. Well, this isn't a new idea. I've actually talked to folks about, hey, let's form a group and go take over one of these old Presbyterian churches. You know, I don't think it's that easy. It takes time to become an elder, to gain the trust of people. But I think the idea is you go in with a good number of people to a small congregation, you win some of these old folks over, and you take over these churches. What they don't understand is that, yes, you can become a member of a Presbyterian church pretty easily, but getting through the ordination process is something else. And they will deny you, in the liberal Presbyterian church, they'll deny you, not because you don't know the Bible, you probably don't even test very rigorously on doctrine or the Bible, but if you don't hold to their sacred, progressive